I'll just start by introducing myself. My name is Ortal, and I am a technical customer success manager here at Atera. My colleague Gila is also here on the line with us, so feel free to post any questions during this session, and we will be happy to answer it during the session as well. Okay, so we're here today to show you our new advanced reports tool. Let me just share. I'm already sharing. So we'll just go really quickly on today's agenda. We will basically guide you through each and every one of the section within the advanced reports. It's a very complex tool, and we will do our best to cover as much as we can during this webinar. And at the end of each part, we will have some time for a live Q&A session. So let's start. Give me just 1 second to share the relevant screen. I'll just share the platform screen so we can go ahead. I'll just make sure that I'm okay. So this is the Atera platform, as you already know. First, I just wanted to say that this new exciting addition to the platform actually happened mostly thanks to you guys. For those of you who aren't familiar, we have our features board. And as you can imagine, the advanced reporting was a highly requested feature, which had about 400 or 500 votes. So if you just want to carry on having a real impact on the product, just keep posting your suggestion there, because as you can see, it pays off. That's about it. Great. I think we can start and dive in right to the most interesting part of the session. Okay. So all we have to do in order to actually access the advanced report feature is going to the reports button in the menu, then click on the advanced reports, and then we will go over to the folder icon. And for now, we will click the shared option. In here, you can see 5 preset dashboards. For now, we'll start with the hardware inventory report. Let me just explain on each type of report as part of the 5 preset dashboard. Give me just one moment, please. In the meantime, if you have any questions ahead of time, you're more than welcome to submit them in the Q&A section. You should know that the advanced report section can be divided into 2 different permission types. The first one will be the viewer, which includes 5 preset dashboards, as you can see here, featuring and in-depth data on hardware inventory, ticketing summary, technician's overview, and much more. As part of the preset dashboard, you will be able to perform three main actions, which are scheduling the preset dashboard. You will be able to download it, and you will be able to filter it according to any relevant values that you'd like. Um, this is important to mention that the viewer part of the platform is available to our middle tier plans, Gold for MSP and Expert for ITD, and to our highest tier plans, which are Power in MSP and Master in ITD. That's a really, really quick high-level overview for the viewer permission. The second permission that we have is the Explorer, which includes a complete customization of your data with the ability to merge different reports and have interactive dashboards. This one is only available for our higher tier plans, which are the Power and Master. um, Please note that if you have any questions or doubts about your current plan or what is available for you, just click on the icon here that says Learn More, and then you will be able to be forwarded to our knowledge base, which includes specific details about the different plans and the different permissions. In here, you can even see the exact viewer reports. We have different knowledge base article for each and every preset dashboard that you can review. So just for you to be aware of that. We will now go over all of the preset dashboards and we will explain exactly how you can, which actions you can perform on the preset dashboard. So as previously mentioned, you can download it. You can download either the entire preset dashboard as an holistic view, or you can only download the specific tile that you're interested in. For example, for the entire dashboard download, you can just click on the dashboard actions button right here, then click download, and then you will be able to choose on which format you'd like to download it. And you will be also able to open it in the browser, which can give you the preview of how this report will actually looks like once you will download it. So it's a very nice feature. And then you can just download the preset report. You can also download a specific tile. So to do it, just click on the tile actions button here, then download data. And then you will have to choose the exact format in which you'd like to download the file. You have some advanced options here. You can just click on download and the file will be downloaded. It goes the same way with any other report. You can also schedule the delivery of these preset dashboards by simply clicking on schedule delivery. You will be forwarded to your existing scheduling that you already scheduled. So you can see here that I scheduled 3 different times, the same report to different recipients on different times, on different frequencies. And if you'd like to get any further information on each of the schedules, you just click on the More Options button, then Edit, then you will be able to see the header of the email that is being sent. You will be able to see the exact frequency in which the report is set to be sent. You can see the email address that this report is scheduled for, the exact format. You can see if there were any filters applied for the schedule sent. For example, if I'm sending this report to one of my clients and not to myself, then I would want to make sure that the customer name only includes the exact client that I'm sending these reports to. So this is just an option for you to edit to maintain security and privacy for your clients. You can also use the advanced options right here to customize your messages, that the message that will be sent to your client will be with some extra personal touch if you'd like. You can even choose the paper size to fit your needs, and you can even select the delivery time zone in which the report will be sent. That means that if you have a customer or any other contact that you'd like to send a report to and he is on a different time zone, then you can just specify your contact's time zone, and then he will get the report on his accurate time zone. Um, that's one last thing about the scheduling is that you can even test it before you save it. So let's say that we want, you can either click on test now, or you can just select the frequency to be sent now, and then just the report will be sent to you as we speak. And if you go again to the schedule delivery, you will still see it. Um, and that's pretty much it about the scheduling. Um, so we'll go over some of the preset dashboards. The first one, as you can see, is the hardware inventory. In here, you can see all of the relevant information for your clients, how many of them have a better disk capacity. You can see the distribution of their disk types and memory, and so on. Just note that whenever you see a tile with specific information, you can just click on it, and then you will get the full detail of the relevant devices. You can see the customer name, you can see the machine name, agent name, so you can go check this device later on. Once again, you can filter according to your needs. This one is available both for the explore permission and the viewer permission. We'll go over now some of the preset dashboard that relates to tickets. In here, you can get a full review of your current ticket amounts according to the relevant filter. Let's say I want to view only tickets from the past 2 weeks, then I'll just change the date range. And I'm choosing to review from December 1st to December 14th. Now, once I've applied the new filter, I have to click on update for the information to be accurate. In here, I can see the total ticket duration in hours, which means it represents the exact time that have passed ever since I initially opened the ticket within the platform and up until I closed it or resolved the ticket. You can also see the average ticket duration calculation right here. You can see the tickets distribution according to different date divided per customers. So for example, I can see that on December 1st, I had a very busy day. I handled 6 different tickets. 5 of them were from the same customer. Once again, if I'll click on the tile itself on the column, it will show me the exact relevant data that it presented. Um, in here, you can see the report in a format of a table if you'd like. Just to see a more organized picture. Um, that's pretty much it. We can go over now to the ticketing summary preset dashboard, which is also very nice. In here, you can see SLA reference. You can see exactly your rush hours in your business. You can see on what times you have the most, uh, the highest overload, the highest workload, in which times your customers tend to reach out to you more, and on which hours you usually don't really get some tickets. So for example, here we can see that between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. No tickets were created, which can be a very good time for your lunch break. And here you can also see distribution of your tickets created by the day of the week. So obviously we can see that over the weekend there was a lower um, workload, not a lot of tickets during Saturday and Sunday, and now no ticket were created during Friday. Um, in here, you can also see the tickets distribution according to their source. You can monitor whether your customers are independent and they usually open you tickets through the customer portal, for example, or whether they are preferring to call you, or to see how many tickets were opened due to an automatic alert. You can access that information, and you can also see your tickets distribution by status. It could be really good for you to have a sense of, let's say, overdue tickets. Let's say you have a ticket that is currently open from December 1st, then maybe it's a red light for you to check that ticket out and see why it has been open for so long. Maybe you should do something about it to promote tickets resolution, or maybe you simply forgot to mark this ticket as closed. Um, so it's a very nice preset dashboard, very useful one. Um, that's about it. Um, Another thing that you can use is the technician overview preset dashboard, in which I'm guessing it will be more relevant for any of you who are executive positions and team managers who would like to compare your technicians' performances. In here, you can actually filter according to specific technicians or to view just one of them. Uh, you can get a better sense of how many tickets were handled by each and every technician, which one of your technicians is the most efficient one, and so on, who is up to their SLA and who isn't. Once again, once you click any of the columns, you will be able to see the technician's specific tickets with all of the information. So if you'd like to further investigate a certain data, you can do it. And one last preset dashboard, it's the ticket alerts. In here, you can just see a summary of all of your alerts. You can see it divided by the severity level of the alert, if it's critical or warning. You can also see the distribution between Windows and Macs. Um, and once again, once you click on it, you can see the actual workstation that this information is relevant for. That's just a very nice overview of all of your tickets, of all of your alerts and how it's been handled. So this is pretty much it for the preset dashboards. We will now give some time for your questions, so feel free to submit them in the Q&A section at the bottom of the Zoom bar. And we are waiting for your questions. Great, so now we will review some of your questions. Let's see. Give me just 1 second. Just going over some of your questions. So Domenico asked if we can review the hardware inventory report we just actually did. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about it? Just write me down. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, there are many, many questions. Some of them Gila already answered. Okay, so we have more of specific questions about specific reports that you can execute. We will go in that direction in a bit. Will there be any pre-made reports that can be used to share to a customer on number of tickets? So yeah, we are planning on adding some new preset dashboard in the future. But as for number of tickets, you already have that as part of the preset dashboard. The tickets overview report can be useful for that. As for patching, we currently don't present this type of information, but it will be a part of our future releases. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so I see most of the questions are specific for report creation, which we will cover in a few minutes. So we'll just continue to the next section of this webinar, and after that we will cover the customized report section. Just a second. We will now go over the different types of permissions and the different folders that you're able to see. We have 4 different folders. The first one is the favorites, which is obviously any folder, you'll see there any dashboard or report that you have created and marked as your favorites using this heart-shaped icon. You can add different reports to your favorites by simply clicking this heart icon, and you can also remove it in the very same way. So this is quite clear and obvious. Next thing you have is your own folder. Whoever is having the higher tier permission, whoever is having the Explorer permission, will be able to see a folder named My Folder. In there, you can save your own dashboard. You can create new looks and reports and save it so that they will only be visible to you. It's a personal folder. No one else in your team has access to this folder, so you can go ahead and create any report you'd like, and you will be the only one with access to it. The group folder is the folder that uh, any other team member of your team can access, um, assuming that they have admin permission in the Atera platform. You will all be able to see the same dashboard, same looks. Every time you create a new dashboard or report, you will be able to save it within a group level, and then it will be added to this folder so everybody on your team can see it. And obviously the last folder, the shared one, is the folder that's only available. It's basically the only folder available for the middle tier, for the viewer permission. It includes all of the preset dashboards that you have access to, and that's about it as far as permissions and folders. We can see some examples on how you save specific reports to a specific folder on our next topic. But now what I'd like to go over is basically the difference between a single report versus dashboard. So the best example for the dashboard will be the preset ones. You can see that any dashboard includes many different individual reports. And a dashboard is basically a holistic unit that you can do all of these actions. You can download it, you can schedule it, you can reset and play around with the filter of it in a holistic level. Once you will create a specific client in here, all of the information will be reflected in all of the tiles, all of the individual reports. Just so you know. And you also have the option to create specific reports. We call them looks. If the specific report isn't associated with any other dashboard, then it's called look. It's just a simple table of the report you have created. Um, so this is how it looks. You are, of course, able to edit it from here. You can save it to a different dashboard or an existing dashboard if you'd like. You can download it. You can send it, schedule it, edit its settings, and so on. Um, that's pretty much the difference between the specific look to the specific dashboard, which may include many other looks and reports. We'll give you a few more moments to see if you have any questions about that. And if not, we will move forward to the next topic. Okay, so I see we have many kind of more of advanced questions about specific types of reports. So I think we'll just continue to the next section, and then if we'll just go over some more specific questions on how to create a specific reports. So bear with me one moment, please. I'll try to do it as fast as I can. So we'll have time for the other questions. And just so you know, even if we weren't able to answer one of your questions during this session, we will obviously get back to you once the session is done, and we'll map the questions that we weren't able to answer yet. So thanks for your patience. Okay, so now we're really starting to get to the juicy stuff. We will now demonstrate how you can create your own customized report. Please note it's only available for users who have the Explorer permission. You will see the new advanced report button right here, and then you should click on it. And now you will be instructed to select a specific view to explore. As you can see, we have many different views available. Each and every one of them represent one of our tables in the database at the backend. And just note that we have already planned for you these two recommended views, one for tickets and one for agents, that already includes some of the other tables all in one place. So you wouldn't have to spend time on merging between different tables. So just every time you try to create a new customized report, first go to the agents or tickets views and start from there. It should be much more easier for you guys. So now we will just click on Explore. And we will be able to see all of the available subcategories and fields that we have. You can also if you have a clear picture in mind of what you're looking for, you can simply type it in the search right here, and in case it exists, then you will be able to select it. So first, we just want to start with some very casual kind of report, simply to show you how to create any table that you'd like. Let's say I want to get information about my customers' devices according to the last date that these devices did reboot. So I can just type reboot, and then I can see that I have two different fields that reflecting this type of information. I'll just click on one of them. Now, every time that you'll encounter with a date field, you will have to specify exactly which type of information you'd like to see. So for me, I want to see the exact time in which the reboot took place. I'll just click on time, and I'd like to add the pending reboot section field, which should show me whether if this device is currently pending for a reboot. And now to see exactly which kind of data I will get, I just click Run, and then I can see the previews of this report. I can see that for one device, I don't really have any information as for its last reboot time. So what I can do in case this bothers me or I want to remove it, I can simply go to the in-use section right here, and then I can filter according to the last reboot time field, um, which means I can click here, filter by field, and then I can literally select which type of values I like to see and which I don't like to see. So I don't want to see anything that is null value. And then I just click on Run, and you'll see that the last line has disappeared. So this is just a very nice way to filter data that you don't like to present. Um, Now, looking at my report, it seems a little bit empty. I do have the information about the last time that these devices went to restart, but I don't see any identification information about which exactly devices were rebooted. So I need to add some specific information as per device. I can just add the agent name by clicking on it, and I can also try to look for the customer name that I like to be presented to give me a little bit more context on these devices. You should note that it's completely customizable in here. You can just um, play around with the fields by dragging them. So for me, I think that the customer name should be first. I can just drag it. And then I'd like to see the agent name. I will drag this one as well. And now I'll click Run, and this is my report. To save this one, all I have to do is click on Explore Actions, then Save, and I can decide whether if I want to save this report as an individual or if I want to add it to an existing dashboard, or if I would like to create a new dashboard. So let's just create a new one. We can call this new dashboard webinar. And now we will have to choose whether if we want to save this dashboard as part of our personal folder or as part of the group folder. You will see here the some kind of account ID identifier and identification. You can just ignore it and just know that it's referring to your group level. So let's just save this. And over here, we can move directly to the dashboard that we just created. Okay, as you can see, we already have this filter presented in our dashboard. We can decide, for example, that we'd like to add filters according to a specific customer. So we can just click on filters, add filter, then click customer name, add this one. We can also add a filter according to the pending reboot if you'd like. And let's see what else. Oh, basically you can filter according to each and every field of this report. So this is the very basic way to create a report. We can, of course, change the report's name. It doesn't have to match the dashboard's name. We can call it devices by last reboot. And then just click Save. We can now move forward to some other types of reports just for you to see the functionality of it. Let's just click once again on New Advanced Report. And let's say that I want to see how many devices I have with specific operation systems. Let's just click OS and click Run to view which type of information we'll get. So I can see that I have some devices with that are running Windows 7 OS, and I'd like to identify those to be able to upgrade them to Windows 10. So we can simply create a report. We can try to make this time something that will be more visualized. Let's see if we'll go to agent software. We can simply click on the count option, then click on run to see exactly how many devices we have per each operation system. And in here, we can add any filters that we'd like. We can add specific visualization according to the relevant information. We can hide the unknown operation system if we'd like. For example, let's say I don't want to see anything that I don't recognize. So I can just go ahead and click filter by field. And then is not now. Run this report once again, and then this line will be disappeared. This is just one very simple example on the type of report that you can create. And we'll go once again to the previously created dashboard to see how it looks as a tile. We can change the name of it. And let's say this is not enough for us because in order to be able to upgrade any device, we need to make sure that the device itself has at least 4 gigabytes available for installation of the new software. So let's create another report. Go back to the agents view. We can type memory to see what comes up. We do have a memory field, so let's just select it. And we also want to see any indication to the operation system. So let's just choose a more of generic operation system. We can see whether if it's a Mac or Windows. We can go to visualization now. Oh, let's see. We also would like to count uh, the amount of devices that we have per operation system. So we'll just add this count filter under agent simply by clicking count, and we will rerun the report, and we will be able um, to get the result. Here they are all divided into different amounts of available memory. But if we would like, we can also present it as the exact filter. Let's say we will filter according to the memory. We can present that way. I'm sorry, we will choose the pivot data option, and then we will be able to see exactly each for each operation system, the amount of devices that has that memory available. We can add the filter from within the dashboard. And as previously mentioned, we can also decide that we are filtering according to the operation system. So we'll just remove the null value. And we can save it now to the dashboard that we previously created within the group level. Go back to the dashboard, change the report's name, devices by memory capacity, and click on save. this is pretty much it for the basic type of reports, for the basic configuration that you can do as part of the available views that you have. Um, you can always edit the dashboard and add um, specific filters. Let's say we previously mentioned that we would like to filter according to the operation system, then we can add it. We can also add the exact version of the operation system. So for example, we can decide that we only want to see data for Windows 7 devices, and we only want to see devices that has the exact amount of memory that we need in order to upgrade the device. So we will choose that it will be anything higher than 4 gigabytes. Click on Add, and then refresh the view to apply our filters. And now I can see that we have absolutely no devices that are um, suitable for this criteria. So this is also a conclusion. We can then just look for the devices that have less available memory and maybe try to reach out to these specific devices and see if we can make some room, delete some old programs, maybe format these devices so that we will be able to install them. And once again, to clear all of the filters, we can just click, oh, you know what? Let's just save it. And then we will be able later on to reset the filters. So all of the data will be presented. This is pretty much it. We will now give you some time for your questions. Please feel free to submit them to the Q&A section, and we will answer anything shortly. Okay, so I'm going over the Q&A section once again. We will go over anything that specific that you'd like to see. Give me just a few more moments, please. Um, let's see. Okay, I'll share my screen once again. And I see that Terry here is asking about the CPU data. So let's see what we can see about that. If I'm not mistaken, it's a part of the agent recommended view. Let's see what we can find there. Let's just type CPU. And see if we have anything on the hardware section, maybe. We have many other hardware. Just one moment. Maybe we can see it as part of a different view, or it probably has a different name. We have option to see data about the battery, battery field, battery health. I saw that someone else also was asking about that. We can see the full charge capacity. If we'll just click on run. We do have some CPU data as part of the preset dashboard within the hardware inventory reports. So we can also view that. Let's see what else can we answer. Mm, mm, mm. So Cyrus is asking, is there any way to get reports on versions of an operating systems, which we just showed? But I saw that you also asked about the antivirus data. So yes, we should have that information as well. Let's just clear the fields and filter, and we can select the antivirus name and status according to any specific um, agent name. Let's just run this report and you'll have all of the data. You can also add the customer name along this report, so you'll have a better context of the information you're seeing. Um, so this can be a very good option for you. Let me just, yeah, I'm sharing my home browser, right? So let's see what else we have in the Q&A section. If you have any specific issues, if you can't access to specific reports, so please reach out to our support team. They are available 24/7 via live human chat and email. They can specifically answer per each technical issue. Um, I saw that you asked something about security reports, so we would like to get a better understanding what exactly are you referring to, so we can answer accordingly. Domenico, what will be okay? There are many questions here. Some of them already been answered by Gila, and some we will be able to answer now. Let's see what else we can show you. Um, let's see. Well, we have Eddie here who wants to see a list of all of his customers and devices. To do so, you can just click on the new advanced report, then go to the agent tab, explore, and then just mark the customer name and your agent name. This is a pretty simple report. Then you will be able to see all of this data. Please take into account that this is a test account, so we don't really have much data in it. Going over some of the other questions in here. Brady is asking if we can go edit this report and change it to only include agents that have checked in within the past 30 days. So if I'm getting it right, we do have the option to uh, see the last seen date of the agent. You can add it according to the time, and it will be added as a column in here. I hope this is what you were referring to, but if not, just write me and we'll try to figure this out. Let's see, what else do we have here? What's the best way to edit the dashboard and reports? Well, basically, I think most of the information will probably already available as part of the shared folder. You can just filter according to your own needs. And once done, just reset the filters so you will be able to see all of the information again. You can also use our knowledge base for that. If there's anything that that's missing there, we will be happy to get this feedback and add it. Let's see a few more questions. Well, we can go over the recommended tickets view just for you to see how it looks. We gave only examples for the agents view so far, since not everybody here probably using tickets. So just for you to see how it looks, you can really filter and create reports according to all of these fields. And if you can't find anything within the preset dashboard, it's a good idea to come and look for it in here. We have many data available. Let's see what other questions we have. Some of you asked very good questions that we will be maybe need to check and get back to you. Don't worry, because all of your questions have been documented as part of this webinar, and we will answer each and every single question that you've sent. See. Well, I think that's pretty much it. We're right on time. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you were able to get any value from this session. We will uh, get back to you, anyone who didn't get an immediate response, and I think we're about to finish. Let me just share with you one last uh, thing. Um, just to mention that we have our resources and training um, available for you anytime on demand. You can access our knowledge base to see all of the articles that are existing about the advanced reports. We have on-demand webinars, and as you guys already know, we have a 24/7 live human chat support. You can also access them by email, and they will be happy to help. And this is it for today. Thank you all for joining. We will get back to you for some of the questions we weren't able to answer. This is a very complex feature, and it's definitely requires some further investigation for some of the questions that you've asked. So thank you once again, and have a good day. Hopefully we will see you soon. We'll be in touch. Thank you. Bye bye.